You feel fresh, but hours later, something just doesn't feel right. That small itch, it might be nothing, or it could be the first sign of something serious. Have you ever stepped out of the shower feeling clean, only to notice discomfort in a spot you barely think about? After 70, your body changes in subtle but important ways, and the hygiene habits you've trusted for decades, they might not be enough anymore. In today's video, I'll walk you through three small body parts most people forget to clean. But here's the thing. These overlooked spots hold the key to how well you age, how steady you walk, and how strong your immune system stays. Neglecting them can quietly damage your immune defenses, disturb your sleep, and even raise your risk of falls and infection. These mistakes are more common than you think and more dangerous than they seem. And the consequences? They often start small, but can spiral fast. This isn't just theory. It's happening to real people. Take Leonard. He's 74, lives in Arizona. He thought the itch on his heel was just dry skin, but within days, it turned into a painful infection, and that landed him in the emergency room. Now, don't miss the last body part we covered today. It's small, easy to forget, but it's often the one that causes the biggest problems. If you're over 60 and want to stay sharp, healthy, and independent, tap like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We make videos like this every week to help you feel stronger, safer, and more in control of your health. And if you're still here by the end, type the number 3 in the comments. That tells me you're one of the smart ones who watches all the way through. And yes, I read every single one. Part 1. The feet, your foundation. After 70, imagine building a house on cracked cement. That's what ignoring your feet after 70 is like. Most people don't think much about their feet until they start to hurt. But here's the truth. Your feet are your foundation. If they go, everything else starts to go with them. After 70, the skin on your feet gets thinner. Circulation slows down. And even a small cut or crack can turn into something serious before you even notice it. Let me tell you about Leonard, a retired electrician from Arizona. He's 74. He noticed his heel itching and thought it was just dry skin. But it cracked. It bled. And within a week, it was infected so badly that he couldn't walk without pain. The doctor at the emergency room told him this could have been avoided with just 30 seconds of care a day. Leonard later said, "I felt stupid. I thought it was nothing. And suddenly, I needed a walker." So why do feet matter more than ever as we age? Because they carry your full body weight. Because poor foot health increases your risk of falling. Because if you have diabetes or poor circulation, you might not even feel the injury before it's too late. And because infections spread faster and healing takes longer. So what can you do? Just 5 minutes a day. Here's your daily foot routine. 1. Inspect. Look at your feet every day. Check for redness, swelling, or cuts. Can't bend down? Use a mirror or ask someone you trust. 2. Wash properly. Use warm, not hot, water, a mild soap. And don't forget to clean between your toes. 3. Dry completely. Use a towel or a hair dryer on the cool setting. because leftover moisture, it's the perfect home for fungus. 4. Moisturize, but not between your toes. Use a cream with urea or glycerin to keep the skin soft, but never put lotion between your toes. That's how moisture gets trapped and fungus grows. 5. Choose the right socks and shoes. Wear dry, breathable socks. Change them daily. Choose shoes that fit well and don't rub, and rotate your shoes so they stay dry inside. When should you call a doctor? If you see swelling, redness, warmth, or smell something unusual. Don't wait. Even a small foot infection can turn into cellulitis, or worse. And if you're older, a hospital stay can take weeks, or even months, to bounce back from. Taking care of your feet isn't about vanity. It's about confidence, mobility, and staying independent longer. It's easy to overlook our feet, but they never stop working for us. So tomorrow morning, ask yourself, did I give my feet the care they deserve today? But your feet aren't the only danger zone. Let's move up just a little to an area that's often overlooked but equally vulnerable. We're heading into a part of the body that's warm, hidden, and often overlooked. And if you skip it, it could be quietly weakening your immune system. Don't miss it. Part 2. The groin area, a hidden hotspot for infection. It starts as a little dampness, a bit of warmth, but deep in the folds of your skin, it becomes a breeding ground for problems you won't notice until it's too late. Now let's talk about an area most people avoid mentioning. But if you're over 60, this part of your body needs attention every single day. Because once an infection starts here, it can make walking painful, disturb your sleep, and quietly steal your comfort. I'm talking about the groin. It's not glamorous, but it matters more than you think, especially after 70, when skin becomes thinner, folds get deeper, and your immune system slows down. Add in limited flexibility or occasional leakage, and this becomes one of the most vulnerable areas of your body. Margaret's story. Margaret is 82. She still drives, still lives on her own in California. But one day, she noticed a faint odor after showering. She thought, it's probably just age. Weeks went by, and it got worse. It started itching, then burning. She finally mentioned it to her nurse, and they found a fungal rash deep in her groin folds. The cause? Moisture trapped under the skin, and not drying completely after showers. With some gentle cleaning, a zinc-based cream, and better underwear, it cleared up in 2 weeks. But Margaret later said, I had no idea something so small could affect how I slept, how I moved, even how I felt about myself, why the groin is so vulnerable. After 60, skin folds trap sweat and heat. Thinner skin breaks down faster. Incontinence adds more moisture. Diabetes and obesity increase your risk. Tight clothes make everything worse, so what can you do? The daily groin care routine. 1. Clean gently. Use warm water and a mild unscented soap. Wash the folds carefully with your hands or a soft cloth. Don't scrub hard. That just irritates the skin. 2. Dry completely. Pat dry, especially between folds. Can't reach? Use a mirror or a hairdryer on cool. Trapped moisture is the #1 cause of rashes. 3. Control moisture. Use a little cornstarch powder or a zinc-based cream. Skip talc. It's not safe. And never use perfumes or scented sprays down there. 4. Wear the right clothes. Choose cotton underwear. Loose-fitting pants. Avoid tight fabrics. If you wear pads or briefs, change them often. Always start dry. 5. Watch for warning signs. Itching. Redness. A strange smell. Act early. Don't wait it out. And don't feel embarrassed. Doctors see this every day. Because a small rash can turn into an open wound. And those take weeks, even months, to heal. Final thought. Taking care of your groin isn't just about hygiene. It's about freedom, dignity, and being able to move through your day without pain, without burning, without worry. Just a few minutes a day could save you weeks of frustration. Have you ever ignored a rash and regretted it? Let me know in the comments. You're not alone. Coming up next, the most forgotten area of all. And above the waist, there's a spot most people haven't cleaned properly in decades. It's small, hidden, but can harbor more bacteria than you might expect. It might be the tiniest place on your body, but also one of the most neglected. Part 3. The navel area, the most forgotten pocket on your body. It's tiny. It's easy to miss. But inside that little pocket could be more bacteria than your armpits. I'm talking about your belly button, your navel. Most people rinse right over it in the shower. But if you're over 60, and especially past 70, ignoring this one small spot can lead to bigger problems than you think. Peter's story. Peter is 79, a retired school principal, neat, sharp, showered every day. But one day, he noticed an itch around his belly button. Then redness, a strange smell. His daughter noticed it while helping him change shirts. Doctor's diagnosis? A yeast infection inside the navel. The cause? Trapped sweat, soap residue, and dead skin. Peter said, "I felt embarrassed. I thought I was clean, but that one spot nearly threw off my whole routine." He added, "I've showered every day of my life. I never thought I'd miss something so small, but that itch nearly ruined my confidence." Why the navel matters more. After 70, deep, warm pocket equals bacteria trap. Softer skin equals deeper folds. Immune system slows with age. Harder to reach, easier to forget. Diabetes, obesity, or past surgeries face risk. The daily navel cleaning routine. 1. Clean gently. Use a damp cotton swab or soft cloth with mild soap. No digging. No harsh scrubbing. 2. Rinse and dry, wipe away all soap. Then dry completely. Use a towel, cotton pad, or cool hair dryer. 3. Monitor weekly. Look for redness, smell, itching. Don't ignore early signs. 4. Deep navels need double care. In summer or hot climates, clean twice a day, especially if you sweat or sit long hours. 5. Never ignore pain or discharge. Sticky fluid, swelling, burning, act fast. Seniors heal slower. Don't wait. Final thought. Your navel might be small, but it tells you a lot about your hygiene and health. It's silent, hidden, easy to forget. But if you care for it, you feel fresher, cleaner, and more confident in your body. Clean skin means clearer mind and more confidence to move through your day. It's one of those things you never think about until it becomes a problem. So tomorrow, ask yourself, did I clean my belly button today? Just 30 seconds. Could save you from weeks of soreness or embarrassment. Have you ever ignored a small spot and it came back to bite you? Drop a comment. We all learn from each other. We've now covered 3 of the most overlooked parts of the body: the feet, the groin, the navel. They may be quiet, but they matter more with every passing year. Now, what do all these forgotten places tell us about your health overall? Let's connect the dots and see how these small areas reflect your body's overall well-being. Let's connect the dots because your body is always sending signals if you know where to look. Final section: what these 3 spots say about your health. So, what do your feet, your groin, and your belly button have in common? They're quiet. They're easy to forget, but they're often the first places to show signs that something deeper is off. If you've ever had an itch that turned into an infection, or a small rash that just wouldn't heal, you already know this. Your body whispers before it screams. And these 3 areas, they whisper louder than most. Pain in your feet could mean poor circulation or the early stages of diabetes. A rash in the groin might be the first sign your immune system's slowing down. And the belly button? It's a tiny pocket that can tell you if your hygiene habits are still keeping up with your age. Here's the truth. Clean, healthy skin isn't just about comfort. It's about mobility. It's about dignity. And it's about staying out of the hospital. Every year, thousands of older adults lose their independence over issues that started as something small and preventable. But with just 5 minutes a day, you can protect yourself. You can stay ahead of the problems, and you can move through life with more comfort, confidence, and control. Now let me ask you, what's one thing you're going to start doing today? For your feet, your groin, or your belly button? Drop it in the comments. Your answer might help someone else too. If this video helped you, don't keep it to yourself. Forward it to one friend over 60. It might save their independence. Remember, small actions lead to big changes. Share this with someone you care about. And if you found this video helpful, please share it with a friend, a sibling, or anyone you know over 60. You might just save them from a painful problem they didn't even know was coming. This is advice for older people, where every week we share simple, practical tips to help you stay strong, sharp, and independent for as long as possible. So, hit like, subscribe, and turn on that little bell, because small changes lead to better aging. Thanks for spending this time with me. Take care of your body, and it will take care of you.